Hi guys, welcome to Talk All Sport. So it's the aftermath now. The fight has happened. Anthony Joshua reclaimed his heavyweight titles. Only three men in heavyweight history have done that before. Floyd Patterson, Lennox Lewis, and the great Muhammad Ali. And Anthony Joshua now joins them in terms of being able to reclaim his heavyweight titles after losing them. I mean, just before we go into the actual fight itself and the aftermath straight after, I've got to big up Anthony Joshua for the mental and psychological battle that he must have had to have faced. The pressure that was on him, not just the pressure of the fight, but the global pressure, the media pressure, the way he must have had to face that and overcome his demons inside his own head, in itself is absolutely commendable. He gave an absolutely punch-perfect masterclass schooling lesson to Andy Ruiz Jr. He completely controlled that whole fight. In fact, the scorecards were 10 rounds to 2 Joshua, 10 rounds to 2 Joshua, and 11 rounds to 1. That's domination, in a world heavyweight fight. He completely destroyed Andy Ruiz Jr. with his, the most amazing thing that he demonstrated in that fight was how to use the art of the jab to perfection. And that's what he produced, kept Andy Ruiz at bay. And what he actually did was he used Andy Ruiz's biggest strength and he made it his biggest weakness, because he could not come anywhere near AJ. That jab was just spearing through any of Andy Ruiz's defense that he had, and he tried to sneak in from the inside. AJ just wasn't having any of it. He was so nimble and agile on his feet. That long jab just kept him away. It was really exquisite footwork. AJ got absolutely everything right. It was a disciplined performance to precision and executed beautifully. It was just unreal the way he just completely controlled that whole fight from round one all the way through to the last round. He gave some heavy hands as well. The right hand that AJ landed in the first round, about 20 seconds to go, landed right on Ruiz's left eye and busted that open. Blood started streaming down. Ruiz couldn't do nothing about that. He tried to come back to AJ, but AJ just kept it. Throughout the whole fight, I can only remember maybe 4 times where AJ, looked a little bit vulnerable. In a 36-minute fight, and you only get vulnerable 4 times. I think that's in his own words, simple genius. That's what he coined it in his post-fight press conference, that the plan was to keep it simple and that will give you a genius performance. And it did. I'm not just saying this. All the pundits, all the Sky Sports commentators, all the boxing legends, they've all come out and said that was an absolute masterclass performance. And do you know what? I think what we've realised is that Anthony Joshua, I rated him from a long time ago, 2-3 years ago, even before that Charles Martin heavyweight bout that he had when he became world champion for the first time. I rated him way before that. But what he's shown me is that, you know what? This guy can adapt, and he's got technical ability. He can fight. He can adapt his game to any opponent. And the rest of the heavyweight division, is going to start really taking notice now. I know so many people say, oh, Tyson Fury's a technical boxer. He's great. But you know what? Anthony Joshua proved yesterday that he's just as skillful, and he's got that boxing prowess that he can bring to the forefront through his training camp by understanding and watching one of his opponents and making a game plan and sticking to it. And that's exactly what he did. He really showed the whole world yesterday how adaptable and versatile he can be in terms of keeping that mindset and that focus and drive, which is incredible. He had to remain focused throughout the whole of that whole fight. Couldn't slip up once, because let's face it, Andy Ruiz, he's rapid hands. He's so quick. Once you come into that mid-range, he'll be on you. And he got a few body shots through. But AJ was dancing around him, taunting him, teasing him, just playing with him with that left jab, just playing with him, playing some of those right hands that were landing through. You look at Andy Ruiz's face in the post-fight conference, and you look at AJ's face, and you know exactly what went down. Andy Ruiz's face is busted up. He's got red bruises all over his face. And do you know what? He come out and said, oh, you know what? I was partying too much, and I was 20 stone. I shouldn't have been that much weight. But at the end of the day, You know, that's no excuse. You know, AJ didn't come out with any of those. He just said the best man won on June the 1st. Andy Ruiz, you know, he did give AJ respect. But you know what? If you're world heavyweight champion, it just shows what kind of mindset you got there. There was two kind of mindsets there. One of the heavyweight champion at the time, who was Andy Ruiz, and the challenger, Anthony Joshua. And you could see what it means to have those belts and what respect you need to give to it. Andy Ruiz didn't give any respect to those heavyweight belts, because if he had, he would have got in shape. He would have had a plan A, plan B, plan C. He didn't have any of those, and he was the heavyweight champion at the time, and he just got schooled. He got embarrassed, actually. He got embarrassed in front of the whole world. You know, I doubt very, very highly he's going to get his third chance. That's it. Andy Ruiz is done. You're not going to hear from him again. They're talking about Alexander Usyk now, which, you know what, that would be a fantastic fight. And this is what I mean with Anthony Joshua. He's got so many great names on his resume. You know, Charles Martin was a champion, beat him for his first, when he became heavyweight champ. Klitschko, heavyweight, beat him. Joseph Parker, champ, beat him. So, you know, he's got some, Alexander Povetkin, Dillian White, and now Andy Ruiz Jr., another heavyweight. All right, you know, he's not well known, but still, it's still a name to go on the resume. And now Usyk, they're talking about Usyk. Come on, which other heavyweight in the division has got that on their list? You know, and what, went to his 22nd, 23rd fight? Come on, this guy needs some respect now. And not just by going in by brute force, but he had a game plan. And the game plan, he delivered that game plan to perfection. Absolute perfection. I think now, a lot of people that weren't too convinced by Anthony Joshua and had a lot of doubts, well, he shut those doubters up now. I know there's a lot of people that don't like to see him do well because they think he can't box, he can't fight. Well, I'm just wondering what they've got to say now. It'd be interesting if you leave some comments here to see what your thoughts are if you're one of those people that still doubts AJ. You know, Anthony Joshua right now, he'll be back, I believe, tomorrow. Tonight's Sunday, so Monday morning they'll land. It'll bring the belts back to the UK. But I just got to say that, you know, whoever he faces next, that next opponent better come up with some kind of game plan, because this guy now, he knows that one defeat has completely changed his mentality now. He knows how much being on the top means to him. He knows how much dedication he needs to give, how much he needs to concentrate and focus and get a game plan before going in. Because I think before he was just relying on his brute strength and ability, his quick hands and the power he's got in that right hand. But now what he's shown is that he can be adaptable. He can come up with a game plan. It's not just about going in and just, you know, running through brick walls. It's actually being able to put on a complete boxing plan and delivering that in the ring. And do you know what? It happened in Saudi Arabia. I had my doubts about Saudi Arabia. You know, how's it going to hold up in terms of atmosphere, the media hype? Do you know what? It delivered way beyond my expectations. So Anthony Joshua, salute to you, sir. Congratulations. You've done the whole of Britain proud. Can't wait for you to come back and announce your next fight. Hopefully it's in the UK, so a lot of your fans can come and support you. I know for sure I'm going to be one of those that's going to be there. I hope you all enjoyed the fight, guys. Those of you got to watch it. If you didn't, I advise you, watch the fight. It was a beautiful performance. And please leave your comments, like this video, and subscribe. Speak soon.